So to start out, we're going to go over select licensing. Now this is Bentley's oldest licensing contract, which forms the basis of all other licensing vehicles we offer. A select contract offers you a number of options and benefits fit for businesses of any size, such as perpetual licenses. You own your license. These will never expire and will be available in the version you purchased forever. Select licenses are purchased as needed with or without the yearly select maintenance you're all familiar with. This is important to understand as this baseline of perpetually owned assets affects everything we're going to discuss for the next few slides. For now, think of it as buying a disc with the product of your choice on it. Whether you want to update that disc in the future or exchange it for something else is up to you, but at the end of the day, it's yours. Select maintenance. This is an optional purchase on top of the perpetual license that renews yearly. This includes 24/7, 365 technical support, learning resources, the ability to exchange licenses for other software once a year. This is called portfolio balancing, and we'll go over this a little bit later, as well as license pooling. This is a cover one, cover all policy, meaning that every license in your portfolio must be covered by select maintenance or none of them. The Learn Center. This is also included with your select maintenance. The Bentley Learn Center has a robust library of learning paths available for all of our products, as well as integration with SharePoint to customize these learning paths with your own in-house best practices and SOPs. Bentley Learning Paths also provide PDH hours for those who complete their courses. Portfolio balancing. Once per year at your renewal period, contract renewal date minus 90 days, you may exchange perpetual licenses for new licenses of equal or close to an equal value, and borrow these new licenses for as long as you're on select maintenance. License pooling. Another benefit of select maintenance, your perpetual licenses are shared between all the users at your company. This means you don't need a named user license for each engineer, but can utilize a single license between multiple users as long as they're not accessing it simultaneously. For anyone that has select maintenance, you're probably somewhat familiar with the renewal timeline. And this is just an example with a contract start date of January 1st and an end date of December 31st. And here we have a short example of the breakdown of the renewal cycle for a select maintenance contract with the time for making changes to your portfolio laid out below. 90 days before your contract start date, a renewal quote will be sent to your account administrator, which you can learn more about in next week's Success Talk with Ramal Neto. In this admin series, Ramal will be going over user management, roles and permissions, entitlement management, software downloads, and more, all found at connect.bentley.com. For now, understand that the account administrator is the individual with full control of your Bentley programs and permissions, and as such will be the party required to make these changes to your contract. In this example, we have a contract start date of January 1st, which puts our renewal quote creation and delivery on October 3rd. From this time until December 1st, which is 31 days prior to your contract end date, you will have discussions with your renewal representative to make any changes required to your portfolio. The renewals rep will walk you through what products you can trade for, how many of one item will need to be exchanged for another, and so on. If no response is received, a series of reminders will follow up until your contract billing date, 31 days before your contract end date. At this point, all changes should be submitted to allow your renewals representative to make the necessary changes and send your net 30 days invoice on time. Once the invoice is sent, simply provide a purchase order or payment, and your new contract, including any portfolio balance licenses, will be available for use on January 1st. As I touched on previously, one of the huge advantages that a select maintenance contract gives our users is the ability to trade licenses for other licenses of equal value via portfolio balancing. This is available once per year at your renewal point, which I went over in our previous slide, and the value of your licenses can be found at the product usage report in connect.bentley.com. However, your renewals representative will be able to assist you throughout the entire process to find the proper trade for your needs. I'll take this time again to shout out Ramal, who's going to be touching on the product usage report in next week's Success Talk. These exchange licenses are yours until you trade them for a different license or cancel your select maintenance contract, at which point the original licenses your organization purchased will then be returned to you and your select benefits will lapse.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.